put a little on him. Shit. Put my hand, I had to go flip some. He want the scoop. She want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak. We keep.
Hey Hots, welcome to episode 5 of Hockey Nation Podcast. I have a special guest, my friend Leland Pershall, and today we're going to talk about the most important thing for any high school student is racism versus team. Now we have to talk about being racism, and we have to talk about the controversy between David Douglas and Nelson, which we're going to talk about. Right now, let's get started. So, thoughts? Hey Leland, how's your day going, man?
It's been alright. I got a haircut, ate some good food that my aunt made.
Yeah.
How has your day been?
Not bad. Just a very good weekend. I able to watch Sinners. The movie is pretty awesome. And also managed to go to church. And, able to eat some noodle man.
Nice.
That. And, also, able to hang out with my family, able to help out, able to mow the lawn, something like that. And, okay, so let's talk about the dealing with racism, of course, because I want to talk about it with you, dealing with the situation going on right now, alright?
Okay, what's going on?
Remember you said about the Nelson Hots, it's not doing good, right?
I do not remember.
I want to tell you about the situation in the Nelson High School.
Oh, the one with Douglas?
Yes, I'm talking about that. That's really a big issue right now. Alright, so
it's not so much of a big... Okay, so it's not so much of a big issue now as it was like back in the beginning of the year, because I think all of it got resolved. But let's run down what happened. So what happened is that in a JV2 play, so during a JV2 game, there was a black player who has said the N-word to another black player, and I think both of them said the N-word. And that was there was that, and then there was also a cake throwing incident that happened. So, and then what happened is that they let me get to that. So there was what happened is then there was a I think it was an assistant coach over at David Douglas. He was a volunteer coach. Kind of blew things out of proportion in a way, saying that it was a Nelson player said the N-word without really any context. That somebody threw a cake at the Douglas stands, which was indeed true. And then there was also about saying that our student section were making monkey noises, which, mind you, was completely false. According to staff members, the staff member, there was an email that was sent out saying that staff members didn't say it. And also, I talked to a lot of students who were at that game, since I wasn't at that game, and they said that really nothing happened. So there's that, but there was really... So it just ended up becoming just
worse,
a load
right?
of... What you said again?
Is it getting worse about the student session? Because you told me about the situation, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like, at the time, I didn't know since I wasn't at the game, I didn't know what was really going on until I got further confirmation. And then what happened is that he went to the media about it, emailed everyone and their mothers about it, the assistant coach from David Douglas, and basically ruined our school's reputation as a whole, painting us as a racist school in a way.
Shoot.
And
I felt bad for David Douglas for sure. I just don't know why, how the hell that every Nelson students are doing such a horrible things, right?
it wasn't. Here's the thing, like it wasn't even the student section didn't do anything. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happened
And
during that game.
yeah, what I saw the social media and TikTok, and someone put L crowd, and kind of like a act of of disrespect to the Nelson community.
I don't know what you're talking about in particular. If you could
Yeah,
send that to me, that would be nice. But
yeah, I know. It's already get rid of it, but I actually saw it last time, and honestly, I still feel bad for this David Douglas players in the community, especially that one of the old students are now not happy with the situation, and people are trying, and some Nelson students, which I'm glad to tell anyone to say, hey, not cool, Nelson. That's not what community is all about.
yeah, what I know is the kid who threw the cake got in trouble though, which is pretty good, and I do not. I condemn his actions, and I do not suggest anybody would do that. But really, it's just what happens when like a lot of and I feel bad for the David Douglas parents who got the cake thrown at them.
Yeah, I felt bad
And
for
then it just ended up becoming such a shit show from it just became such a shit show because it just ended up going to the media about it ruining our reputation. And I heard even the assistant coach emailed when I said everyone and their mothers, I actually kind of mean it in a way because he didn't just email our district. He emailed literally everybody. I think he emailed the mayor of Happy Valley, Adrian C. Nelson herself.
damn, that sucks.
So, and then this guy and then he goes like crazy by saying that Harris's email was AI generated. And when I did the same I went to the same AI checking website, and it was not AI generated.
uh, Sorry about my parents, by the way.
It's all right, but it's just like you're just making our school purposely look bad. And like I've heard some things, like maybe perhaps that David Douglas was losing the game. Their football team isn't the greatest, but like they lost,
They're trying.
like they were playing dirty. And what I've been told is that they even called other schools racist in the past, and this, yeah, it's just that thing is
Yeah,
just it's just
a
it's
horrible
just that
decision.
entire situation is an entire shit show, mind you, and it's like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but good thing I wasn't here. I graduated though, and but I understand how they felt, and that's not cool. That's not what the Nelson Hodge should be community about it, and they should be loved and respect. So I got one
With
important question.
Yeah,
Um, what if you are one of those like ASBs? What can you do to improve from preventing this situation?
preventing it was the thing is mainly the problem with that situation. It was just the coach that overblown shit. Like there's really not much you can really do. It's just there's not really much you can really do because, like I said, our student section didn't do anything wrong at all. And like it was said in a email that what happened was is that they did not find any anything behind those claims about the student section making monkey noises, and so that has been entirely false. And it's just that the problem, if that coach wasn't overblowing shit, then this entire situation could have been prevented. And if let's say those two, if that one JV2 player didn't say the N word, that could also have been prevented. It might have looked bad on Douglas, perhaps, but we didn't complain about baby Douglas saying like Douglas saying like Douglas saying the N word. You know, it's just so
But
fucking stupid.
yeah,
That's the
I
problem.
felt bad for them for sure. And as a
I
positive
felt
person,
bad for. I felt bad, like if like the fact that they didn't feel welcome, but I also do not like how one of the community members of I'm not saying like everybody at Douglas is a bad person. David Douglas is a bad person. There's probably some great people at Douglas, but if you but though that one coach really basically did unnecessary was just basically just created unnecessary drama in the first place. Either created unnecessary drama or he blew shit out of proportion. Well, he blew shit out of proportion, essentially, and like
uh,
that's the thing. It's just kind of like I feel bad that like maybe some of the people don't at Douglas don't feel welcomed anymore, but at the same time, like that that could be just all, but it was all lies, essentially.
damn. Well, who started the lie though? I know there's one person.
That is the assistant coach Michael Fraser.
Damn, that sucks. Wait, tell me about it.
Like I said, he blew shit out of proportion. He blew stuff out of proportion after a black player of our team on the JV2 team said the N word. Oh, God.
You okay?
Sorry.
You okay? You okay?
Sometimes I cough like that. But
It's all good. It's all good, man. I'm sorry for me.
but what I know is that JV it was like it was not just like the JV2 player who said the N word is just not like that. Sure, that wasn't, he was black, so it was less bad. But also a David Douglas player who was also black as well said the N word as well. That was on a JV2 team, and they stopped the entire game, and that's the entire thing. Is that
Damn, that sucks.
and then he just blew it out of proportion. A cake throwing thing that was it. It was, and here's the thing about the cake throwing is what I've been told is that it was the cake throwing. I heard it wasn't really intended to be targeted at Douglas though, but they just wanted to cause fucking chaos because people are stupid like that. And what happened? And then after that, and then of course there's the student section shit. That was an entire fucking lie. It was
Uh,
pure
I'm with you, man.
bullshit.
I'm with you. If I was a
So
part of
really,
Knox, damn, I should never lie to you. I'll be telling you the whole truth then. I would never lie to any trusted person because I play football and I always not lie but able to tell the truth to my players. Right?
yeah.
So and thankfully I wasn't here though. Thankfully I able to graduate, but I
Well,
understand how you
you
feel.
already graduated, so you probably missed a bunch of bullshit that even with this and without the within the situation, and then you also missed a lot of bullshit that came after came after that situation, and also things that are not related to that situation, which is also bullshit.
Yeah, I was busy doing a lot of things, but I'm glad that you come here to tell me about the truth, and I appreciate it a lot. And
Yeah,
well, that's a pretty good episode. So stay tuned for more episodes every week. Mondays and Thursdays are of course. So make sure to stay tuned for more content and stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Go Hawks.